Welcome. We are here for another overnight camp for one more episode, probably before the end of the year. As you can see, I am in an area where it has snowed previously. Tonight it does call for somewhere between 2 and 3 inches, but that'll be sometime in the morning hours. I don't expect to see that before going to bed. Maybe whenever we wake up, there'll be a fresh coat of powder. It is just after 3 o'clock though, so I do have to get some things set up because that means I only have 2.5 to 3 hours tops for daylight. So I'm gonna set up some stuff. I'm gonna try to go out there and maybe find a few little sticks. I can kind of see some fallen dead wood right now to help add to my wood pile. But yeah, after I get all that stuff set up, we will come on back and we will get started with the day. All right, folks. Like I said, when I first showed up here, you can see by the snow that they've got a little bit of snow up here. I have set up the tent already. It is currently 3:31. My next goal is going to be to go out there and cut up some of the dead trees that have fallen over. I'm pretty sure if you look, there's one right there, like just to the left over there. So there's an easy one right there to go get, and I'm sure there'll be some other ones out there as well. So I'm probably gonna keep this camera rolling while I go out there and grab that one. I should actually probably check to make sure I brought my saw. Pretty sure I did. But if I did bring it, we're going to cut that up just to kind of add to the firewood. I did buy some and bring some with me just because I wasn't familiar with what was going to be down or not. Because in the area, you can do fallen trees. The stuff that's standing, though, you do have to let that stand so that way, animals can live in it, or whatever they say. Let the insects in it, animals in it. But we'll go out there, grab some twigs, small trees, whatever we can find to help extend the life of the fire tonight. After that, I'll come back. We'll do some dinner. I did skip lunch today, so I am feeling pretty hungry at the moment. So we'll do that, and then we're just gonna have a relaxing night out here. Everybody, we're gonna process this little bit of wood I have here and add it to the pile that's already in the truck. And then once we do that, we'll get the fire going and do some dinner. All right, let's get started. Shoot, feeling like I probably don't have to cut some of this. Probably just break it all up. I did find some skinny branches out there. Oh, shoot, this is going to be a lot easier and a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Oh, yeah, there must be some Yeah, there's some mushrooms there. That's probably not toxic or anything. It's been a while since somebody's been out here. We got a pile of dead leaves under there. Oh, and I found some more. Okay. Guys, if anything happens to me, it's probably because of those mushrooms that are here. All right, let's see if that's enough clearance. Oh, might have to cut that one. Now that I'm piling this up here, I'm realizing this isn't actually a whole lot of extra at all, but I should have enough already to last me until I'm going to bed. And then, as I said in the last video, I'm not much of a breakfast person, so we'll probably just be packing up in the morning and getting out of here. And as you all know, I'm a Lions fan, but luckily the game tomorrow versus the Bills isn't until 4:30, so we got plenty of time tomorrow to pack up and get out of here. But I'll probably still end up getting home fairly early. Don't think I'll need that. This might be a little killer on the knees. It's supposed to get down in the teens tonight here. I think I also mentioned that snow is in the forecast, but not until the early morning hours. So like I said, I don't think we'll see that before going to bed. But right now, with all the trees and stuff here, like there is some wind blowing, but it is stopping a lot of the wind. So right now, currently, when I pulled in, the temperature was maybe like 33 or something like that. So it's just above freezing, and it's supposed to dip down. Like I said, into the teens. I wish I had like a thermometer that wasn't in my truck or on my phone to actually get the correct temperature for the area. All right. All right. Chop up this one. That'll probably give us 3 or 4 pieces. And then, yeah, we'll get the fire going. Boom. All right, everybody, I'll bring you back in just a moment. Once I get some other things settled here to get the fire going. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here now. We're about to start doing some cooking. Got the fire going. So what we're going to do is we're going to start getting ready to make our cheesesteaks here. Got to bust out the old stove, which unfortunately I put in the middle of the truck. So let's see, let's move the water jug, which is only about half full because I'm afraid it's going to freeze and I don't want it to burst. Move that. We're going to use our cooking tongs to see if we can grab this and pull it close. So I don't have to actually jump in the truck. Looks like it's working. Yeah, there we go. I did end up getting a bag for the stove and some other things that I'm using for cooking. If you do hear gunshots and stuff like that going on in the background, I am in an area with hunting. And as it's probably getting towards dusk, either people are just popping off shots or maybe the deer are roaming around. I don't know. I'm not a hunter, so I don't know the full ins and outs of hunting. I do know that when I lived in Michigan, seen a lot of deer at night. Also, same thing for living in Pittsburgh. Believe it or not, there is a bunch of deer that are around in the area. Probably because there's limited woods, more city. I actually find more roadkill deer in Pittsburgh than I have any other place, especially living out in the country. So, let me flip you around here and get everything situated. Let's see, let's bring you for a little ride. On the last video, for those that may have watched it, I had a multicam setup going on while I was cooking. I don't know if we're going to do that today or not. Probably not at this point. Yeah, and as I'm going around doing this stuff, I am learning quite a bit, like how to bend my tongs because I used it to move this bag. It's okay, it'll still work. I've been learning some things. Like, for instance, I knew on the first video I put out, somebody had told me that my buddy James, I know I've mentioned him before on YouTube. I don't know. I actually don't know what his name is. He has like 3 channels. I know one of them was about traveling. He's currently living in Colombia. Another one is Star Citizen. That one I know it's Honest Citizens, for those that maybe play Star Citizen. His traveling one, I think, is Soy 2 Poppy, possibly. If not, I'm sure if he watches the video, he'll drop his name in there. So feel free to do so if you're watching it. They're James Keys. But yeah, he told me that there's only sound in one ear. I fixed that problem. I did notice whenever I was doing the campfire thing that my lights were weird. So like I was super bright, like I was glowing. So I'm going to try to do something to fix that today if I can. I don't know about that one just yet. That's all still new to me on that one. Yeah. So on the last camp, everything was pretty much out of the bin that this is currently sitting on. It's kind of a mess. I decided to get a little bit organized. So I got this bad boy, like a little tackle box, or not tackle box, a toolbox. I got my fire starting stuff in there. I got some utensils, my carabiners and stuff like that. Still got a few open slots for some other things in case I want to put it in there. And then I also bought this bag to put my stove in. It's got my stove. Let's see, what all did I put in here? I got the stove in here. I got my cooking set. I got one of my propane. I got the extra propane sitting in the back if I need it. The little bags to put my food in. A couple plates. Some cutting mats if I needed it. I'm not going to need that today. I cut everything up before I left. Today, I got a garbage bag in here. There's a couple garbage bags. I think I got my seasonings in here. But yeah, I cut everything up before I left today, just to make prepping a little bit easier. I do try to do that as much as possible, just to make it so I have less to actually clean up out here. So we got the stove. Throw that over here. We'll keep out one of the plates for right now. I forgot that I pulled this one out of the bin. I forgot that I put a couple in there. Don't need the cutting mats. Don't need these right away. Let's put this over here for right now. Keeping an eye on the fire as well to make sure it doesn't go out. Okay, so I got that. Let's swap this with this. Probably have enough in there to do dinner tonight. Don't think I'll need the spare. I have a feeling there's a lot of noise going on whenever I do that for you guys. I do apologize, but I have found that the best sound quality I get is whenever I use this little mic here, so I try to use that as much as possible, because when I walk away and stuff like that, you can't hear me. Okay, got that tightened in. Get this tightened up. Maybe. There we go. Alright. I know in the last video I mentioned I bought a cook set, just so I always have something with me. So, here it is. Today, we just need this little frying pan. Actually, we don't need that either. We'll just use the old tongies. It's going to be interesting to see how well this stuff works. Okay, heat that pan up a little bit. I don't know if this is going to be able to follow me all the way around or not. I know it only has like a certain radius it can go to. Got a little bit of butter that we'll throw in there to kind of flavor it a little bit. We got some cheese, some peppers and mushrooms, and the steak. Like I said, we're gonna do some steak sandwiches. Actually, it's I got pita bread to go with that. So, all right. Where is this? Because this has a butter knife in it. Okay. We're going to use lots of butter. Lots of butter. Why not? Probably should turn it down so I don't burn the butter. Also, I'm kind of glad that it's daylight right now, although, shoot, that thing didn't follow me back over. Let me... Alright. We're back. It followed me over there, but it didn't come back over with me. Oh well, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Put the butter back in the bag. And actually we'll probably end up throwing that back in the cooler later tonight. Alright, we got a bunch of butter in there. You know what? Yeah, let's do the veggies. Let's do the veggies first. Actually, screw it. Let's go do it all at the same time. Nah. Steak's gonna cook pretty quick. So are these veggies, though. Last time I was out there in Virginia, you know, it was a decent little area there in the National Forest. This place, no fancy rivers or anything like that, but it is nice out here as well. Let's see. Put this in here. Throw this garbage in the cooler, or not? Yeah, not really garbage though. It's just my dirty utensils plus a bag. It is pretty chilly out here right now. For tonight, I got all kinds of stuff out here to help me with the cold. Long johns, fleece pants, like a winter pant. I even got a different set of gloves, like a actual snowboarding glove. I have a feeling I'll be wearing all that stuff here a little bit later in the area. Just to help me stay warm throughout the night. And if I need it, I'm sure you can see the top of it. I have that Mr. Buddy heater. It wouldn't really fit in the tent that I brought, but if I had to make it work, I would. Alright, let's put the steak in there. Ooh. Now this will definitely get thrown away. It's the old trusty Chipotle seasoning. That's a lot, but I'm gonna like it. Last time I thought I put a lot on there and I actually didn't. Gotta work on getting this separated a little bit. And as we're getting close to Christmas, everybody, so this is probably most likely the last camping video at least, that I'm doing for the year. I do want to still try to get out and do like a hiking video or something like that, if at all possible. Just depends on what all is going on. So yeah, we're out here doing some. I don't think it's winter yet. I don't know exactly when these seasons officially change and all that. But to me, it's December. There's snow on the ground. I think it's December 15th or 16th or something like that. 14th. It's December 14th. So, you know, here in the northern hemisphere, it's winter to me. Winter to me. Anytime it starts getting snow on the ground there. Oh, there we go. There's a gunshot. I don't know if that was picked up on here or not. All right. Now, something tells me that this, when I get done cooking, this is not going to be medium rare, but that's fine. If I was actually eating a full-size steak, I'd prefer it to be medium rare, but in this case, we'll be all right. All right, let's turn it up a little bit. Let's get her going. Okay, I'm gonna go in and get my pita bread out of the truck here. Also, let me do a little bit more seasoning. A little bit more of that stuff. Oh yeah. Let's throw this in the cooler. Like I said, we're gonna go and grab my bread, or I guess the pita bread. There's another gunshot. Hopefully these guys are getting their deer. Guys and gals, I guess, for the couple of little girls out there that I know of that go hunting. Maybe I should have brought the Oreos. I also forgot to bring a condiment, like a mustard, my preferred sandwich condiment anyways. All right. Fire's going pretty good over there right now. On a good note, I know on the last video I said I forgot my boots. I got them on today. They feel pretty good, especially out here being cold. Just tree branch wants to fight. So we're going to fight. Wish we had some television. Smells pretty good. For those that like themselves some steak. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Sorry for those that don't like hearing the eating noises. But that's why whenever I do sit down to eat, I'll turn off the mic, turn off the camera, so that way you guys can't hear the sloppy, slurpy, slurpy noises. Okay. I'm gonna make myself up a pita here. I was thinking about just putting the cheese all over all of it while it was still in the pan, but I don't think that's going to transfer over well whenever I have my leftovers. Well, we're going to do 2. Let's not kid ourselves. We're doing 2. Heck, these pitas are kind of small. We might end up doing 3. But I'm not jumping the gun on that real quick for at this point in time. I can always come back for more if I want it or need it. Let's get some mushrooms and peppers in here. And it's not provolone, but what I happened to have at the house was mozzarella, so that's what we're doing. I do wish I had some mustard, but I forgot all about that. But there we go. Take a look at that. Some steak sandwiches. All right, we'll turn that off. All right, everybody, I'm going to bring you back after I get done eating, and have a beer maybe. I don't know. If I talk at the campfire, I don't really know what I'm talking about today. And typically I do talk about the Lions. They've had a couple more wins since then, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on whenever that time comes. All right, everybody. I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. We are done with dinner. It's just a little bit after 6:30. Officially, at least according to what my watch is telling me, it's 26 degrees outside. So it is starting to get a little bit colder. When I looked at an updated weather report, it looks like it's changed a little bit from being in the teens tonight to a low of 22. They're still expecting snow, but that's also changed a little bit. It's probably going to be in the morning, around 10 a.m. I will possibly be gone before then. Not 100% sure. Typically when I do these camping trips, I sleep in. At least sleeping in for me is about 7, 8 o'clock these days. Got the little one. He usually wakes up at 5 a.m. wanting something to eat, so typically I will get up around then, at least Monday through Friday, and then I do happen to work from home, which starts at 9. So after you usually get him ready, and the wife and him take off, I do like lay back down for a little bit, but I don't usually fall back asleep. Or if I do, it's for like maybe 20 minutes, and then I start my day. As you can see, I got my layers on. Some people might be like, "You're wearing way too much," but you know what? I'm comfortable right now compared to, if I wasn't wearing what I'm currently wearing. If I was just out here still in like my regular pants and then the other jacket I have, or the other jacket that I was wearing. Like this is my skiing gear, skiing, snowboarding. Haven't really done either of them in probably 10 years, at least 10. No, probably longer than that now. Yeah, it used to be something before my wife and I got married. Every year, whenever I would go to her house for Christmas time, we would go skiing. We probably did that for maybe like 3 or 4 years in a row. But then we stopped doing it, probably because I don't know. Maybe we should ask why we stopped doing it. But yeah, so we're just sitting here enjoying the campfire. It's a full moon, or pretty close to a full moon. If it isn't, I'll try to get a little snapshot of it, or like a little B-roll of it or something, because it's bright. It's out there. It's bright, and it's fantastic. It is fantastic out there. A little bit later. I mean, it's only about 6:30 right now, just after 6:30. So probably a little bit later, around maybe 7:38, I'll reach out to my wife and for a little bit, just to, like, I already sent her a text at least to let her know I was here and I made it, but just to kind of say goodnight and all that. But yeah, like tomorrow I don't plan on making breakfast. I didn't bring anything for breakfast, so it'll probably just me getting up again and packing everything up and leaving. Not 100% sure if I will video that or not. As I said earlier, I'm trying to do things. The first video I released was like, what, 30, 45 minutes or something like that. This most recent one I did was like an hour and a half. I'm trying to maybe find that happy medium to get people engaged and stay there, stay viewing and all that stuff. Not everybody's like me, and they'll watch somebody go camping for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or anything like that. Also, like I said, I want to try to keep stuff interesting. So maybe if I do wake up early enough and get everything packed up, maybe I will try to walk down that trail a little bit. The only real issue is it is hunting season, so I don't have anything orange. I did try to find something orange, but it didn't really work out too well for me. At least this go around. Maybe next time I go somewhere, I'll find it and be a little bit safer. Since the last time I was here, so last time I was here was Black Friday, and the Lions played last week on Thursday. So they want to play one of their games, so they beat the Packers. They're having a really good season, especially for Lions. I'm definitely hoping they can get to the Super Bowl and win it this year. After last year, I went ahead and placed a bet for them to win. Whenever they first opened up the betting. Not that I condone gambling or anything like that. But if you can afford to, spend what you can afford, or don't spend anything at all. But yeah, stopped at the store, and I'm pretty sure you guys can't see it. I've already taken a couple of sips out of it. I bought a Citra Fog from Southern Tier. Let me get a little bit closer. Another Southern Tier beer. Hopefully the light's picking all that up. This one's pretty good. I've actually had this one before. And it doesn't have like a super high alcohol volume in it. So it's something you can actually have a couple of and not get in trouble for, staying up too late and being loud and drunk and all that stuff from the neighbors and all that. But yeah, it's good stuff. I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for a little bit, try to enjoy this flame. Got some nice coals going on down there. Ooh. So peaceful out here. Just hearing the flame. I don't know if I heard a dog or a coyote over that way somewhere. But nice and relaxing. Can't tell if that's a person or some type of animal. Sounds like, ooh, wow, wow. Maybe it's an owl? Yeah, not sure. All right, everybody. I'm going to sit here, finish this beer. Then I'm going to maybe try to contact the wife. If anything exciting happens tonight, I'll go ahead and bring you guys back and show you what's going on. Good morning, everybody. It's like 8:45 in the morning or something like that. It's just before 9. It's actually exactly 8:45. As you can see, the camping spot's been cleaned up. Right there's actually where the tent was at. I cleared out a little spot for the snow before I put the tarp down and all of that. Overall, pretty good night. Was sweating a little bit there under that sleeping bag. That's actually a really good sleeping bag. I highly would recommend a big Agnes sleeping bag. I can't remember the actual name of it. But so far, going out here into like the days where it's been in the 20s and all that stuff for the temperature, the 3 times I've used it, like in the 20s, it has met my expectations. I know it says it's a 0 degree Fahrenheit bag, so I haven't tested it down to that low. I don't think I really want to test it down to that low. But for what I've done so far in those 20-degree weather, it's worked like a charm. Yeah, so I would like to check out a spot that's, like I said, over there a little bit. That's like on another trail. I don't think I'm going to do that today, though, just because of the fact that I can't really see what's going on in there. When I did approach it a little bit on the drive up yesterday, it's covered with snow and ice and stuff like that, so I don't know if there's like a big old mud hole there or anything like that, and I don't really want to risk getting stuck. But yeah, so I'm going to head on home. This is probably going to be the last video until after the holidays, at least camping video. I'm going to definitely maybe try to do something outdoorsy in the Pittsburgh area where I live at. Go hike on a trail or something like that in the area. I'm pretty sure anybody that might be watching this living in the Pittsburgh area, all about those trails or the outdoors areas in Pittsburgh. But like I said, this is Henny Outdoors not just, or no, not Henny Outdoors. Henny Goes Outside. One of these days I'll get the name right, but Henny Goes Outside. So I did that so I didn't have to put it strictly to camping. But I have a feeling like the main bulk of everything is going to be camping in the channel. But yeah, I'm gonna get this stuff all. I'm gonna get the camera packed up. We're gonna head on home. Overall, yesterday was a pretty good day. Had a good dinner, and then this morning was a quick pack up. You know, sleeping in for me anyways. I woke up at like probably 7:15, 7:30, and then just kind of laid there for a little bit to get myself going. And then once I jumped out of the sleeping bag and hit the cold air, it got me moving. So I'm nice and awake. I'm gonna pop my monster on the way home. Yeah, so thanks for joining me. If you did like the channel, or if you did like the video, please hit that subscribe button. Also like it. And until next time, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and then for the Seinfeld fans out there, a Festivus for the rest of us.